Hello and welcome back to the Football Chat. Today we are once again talking about UCL Fantasy. It's Matchweek 6, it is the last match week. I feel like this one could throw up some big surprises. Big teams are going to be resting players because they're already through. Small teams might just not turn up with the best sides because they're already out. So there's a lot to look at today. There are some groups who I think you should target, groups that have still got deciding matches. So yeah, we'll discuss that. We'll look at our teams last week. I know obviously we missed the show last week. Apologies all you big UCL fantasy fans out there. But yeah, do you want to start with your last week, Harry? How did you get on?
I used my wild card this week and I scored my third highest game week out of 3. I got 54 points.
Nice.
It was a decent wild card, but I did make a few errors in terms of my manual subs. So as I usually do, I subbed out my players that got 2. I subbed out Aubameyang who got 2, Haaland who got 1, Rudiger who got 3. The players I subbed in them for though, Kvaratskhelia got 0, Silla got -1, and Zielinski got 1 capped into 2. So I actually lost points making my...
Abakar has been in my team the whole year and a big -1. I mean, it's alright. I probably will just keep him on the bench. He's suspended for next time out, isn't he? So that's alright. He'll probably go before the knockout rounds, but I didn't see the point in transferring out this week.
I did.
Because I think he's too cheap for me to find anyone of similar value that's worth it. Because he's only like 4.5, isn't he? So unless you're moving funds from elsewhere into that position, it's not really worth it just for a week. You get a load of transfers anyway if we get into the knockout rounds in like a month's time. Not in a month's time, sorry, in about 4 or 5 months' time. So yeah, absolutely fine there. No point taking Silla out for me. But 68 points this week. That's really strong week. Captained Mbappe, 32 from my captain. I got just 1 from like Zielinski, Kudus. Avocado Silla cost me -1. Probably should have put Bervane in that. That would have been 3 and got me over that 70 mark. Once again, this was my second lowest game week, but not a bad one at all.
Second lowest?
Yeah, so match day 1 I got 60, and then since then it's been 70, 79, 74, and this week was 68.
Just to put in perspective, my highest week is 62.
I'm doing well in UCL Fantasy.
My PL, FPL Fantasy is where I
yeah.
My big
5 from Bellingham as well, 11 from Di Lorenzo. That was the big one. He bailed me out with an assist there. Cucurella, 4 points. I brought him in very late for Ben Chilwell.
Yeah.
Because Chile wasn't going to play, so I got a load of points from that. Would have been a clean sheet as well to add to his tally, which would have got me 10 points there, but that's all right. And then Grimaldo 5, Oblak 2 to round out the team. It's not bad at all. Oh, and Andre Silva 5 as well. Overall, pretty decent showing, considering Haaland didn't play.
Yeah.
He was in the side, obviously, considering, Ederson didn't play. Ederson didn't play. No, he didn't. Ederson didn't play. Cancelo came off before the 60th minute mark, so he didn't get his clean sheet. Not only that, but he also got booked. So yeah, he came off half-time, got a yellow card, recovered some balls, luckily. But, yeah, just a point from him. So I'm content.
My big point scorers, I also had Di Lorenzo and Bellingham 11 and 5 respectively. Vinny got me 8, Teo Hernandez got me 6, Giroud got me 6, Onana got me 6, and Mudryk got me 8. But I should have had more. I don't know what that bloke was.
Stepanenko, I think it was.
Stepanenko cost me an assist there. Because Mudryk slops him through. It's an open goal and he takes a
brilliant run by Mudryk. Squares the ball
in.
More
points.
He touches it past the post. I'm intrigued though, because obviously you used your wild card, didn't you?
I did last week.
You took Grimaldo out. I swear you had Grimaldo before, didn't you? You picked up 5 points this week, which is fairly decent.
I took him out in match week 4.
I think that's an odd call, because he's picked up 20 and then 4, 3, 3, 5.
You thought it was an odd call taking him match week 5. I realised that, and it's match week 6. I've got him back. Because I looked at it, he's picked up, in his last few games, he picked up 5, 3, 3, 4, and the last time Benfica played Maccabi Haifa, he picked up 20.
My only fear is that he doesn't play.
That is a fear.
Benfica are through. Haifa could, even if he does play, Haifa could pull off an upset. But I think it's worth keeping him. Round of 16, he should. It depends on opposition, doesn't it?
It's actually going to lead me into my next transfer. Strange one. Set by 1% of the game. Also plays for Benfica. Rafa Silva. Also known as Rafa. Picked up 13 points against Juventus. And then 4, 2, 5 and 6. Yeah. Hopefully big points from him.
Yeah.
It's a strange one. And I took Aubameyang out for Rafa and then Silla out for Grimaldo.
Yeah, I think it depends a lot on round of 16 as to how good those transfers are. Because say they draw like Club Brugge. I'm trying to think of teams that are top seed, because obviously they'll be second seed, you'd imagine, to PSG. So if they draw a Club Brugge or the winner of Group C, is it? No, Group D. So that Tottenham group, if that was to be like Marseille or someone, that would be
the big thing for me. I was caught in two minds, because is it a good thing to go for the competitive groups or not? Like the Tottenham group, anyone could finish last, anyone could top the group.
But I think that's why it's worth targeting. And I think that brings me on to my transfer.
Strange.
One of my two transfers. I've got Matteo Guendouzi.
Now that is a...
People are going to question this one, but 7 points in both of his last 2 game weeks. He's playing against his former side Tottenham, Marseille at home.
Not his former side.
No, his former side's rivals Tottenham is what I meant, yeah. I think Guendouzi could score here. Or at least if Marseille win, he's going to play. Yeah. And I think that can make a big difference. A lot of people are going to have, say, Haaland's, Cancelo's, Cucurella's, Musiala's, players that aren't going to play that I've got. But I think that Guendouzi should play. So he's a nailed-on starter there. Jude Bellingham is another one that I think could be very good this week as well. I've not brought him in. He's been in my team the whole time. But I've got the armband on him this week because I think it's pretty much guaranteed he's going to play. If not, I will give that armband. Is it? I don't know, he isn't, is he? Hang on. Yeah, no, I've had a mare there. I'm going to captain someone who's playing on the first. That would be a better idea. So Zielinski's playing Liverpool, so I'm not going to back him.
Oh, that's interesting, that.
What? Are you going?
I've backed Kvaratskhelia.
Oh, okay.
With the armband against Liverpool. I've also got Zielinski and Di Lorenzo, so I'm fully backing
one playing on the first.
I'm fully backing a Napoli win.
Alright, Musiala, let's hope he plays against Inter Milan.
Yeah.
I genuinely quite low on players that are playing on the first. Because Silla's suspended, that leaves me with Lorenzo, Zielinski, Guendouzi, Musiala. Now, do I just gamble on? Oh, you know what? Yeah. Matteo Guendouzi's taking the armband. If he does something good, he keeps it. If not, it's getting shifted to someone on the second. So, yeah. Yeah, I think he could do well. My other
that makes sense, because that's a calculated risk. Because I think it is good that Tottenham group is on the Tuesday. Because if you do take one of their players, and they do badly, you can just sub them out.
Yeah, and that is part of my taking both my Ajax players out. I think they will probably do well this week. But looking forward in the competition, I don't need...
They've got range, isn't they?
Bevan Kudos. I know, it's a bit of a...
That was a strange one then, because especially the free transfers you get into going into the knockouts.
Yeah, I just feel like I need to shift players. So I've brought in Guendouzi. I've also brought in Mason Mount.
Interesting. That intrigues me.
It could be a big call, but Potter's team selection is so unguessable at the moment. He could start Mace. He genuinely could. So
Chelsea already through. They've got Zagreb.
Mount could start though. I don't think it's mental that Mount could start that game. If he does, he could bring me in points. I know, like in the Champions League so far, 2, 6, 4, 8, 1. It's inconsistent, but if Chelsea get a good draw, which they could as top seed, if they were to get a Benfica or a, who's in Group D, if they could get Porto from Group C, there's options there. There's some games they could get that would be relatively easy.
The one problem I have this weekend is that my two goalkeepers are Onana and Kepa. Now, Onana is starting because he's playing on the Tuesday, but the worry is that A, Onana is Bayern, and B, obviously Kepa came off against Brighton at half-time with an injury.
He is fine. It's not an injury. He will be playing.
He's fine then. I do not have a dilemma. Onana will get subbed out unless he's magically got 10 points. I take it back.
Yeah, I've not really too bothered about my keepers. I've got Edison and I have Kepa. Yeah, they're both playing on the same night, I think. Yeah, they're both playing on the 2nd of November. I'd just probably keep Kepa in this playing Zagreb. I don't know, it's a tough call there. But yeah.
I don't really know as I say, I've got Jude Bellingham. That's where I look to be my point scorers. I talked about my Benfica duo against Maccabi Haifa. They should be good point scorers. I think Vinicius Jr. against Celtic, he should play and he should get loads. Hernandez against Salzburg, Milan have still got something to fight for. Hopefully that's a clean sheet and some points. Ronaldo against Porto is a bit of a But he's playing on the first, so I'm not too worried because he'll get subbed out.
I also realised I have made an accidental third transfer in that Kepa is in my team.
Oh.
But that's alright, because I had Oblak.
Yeah.
Atleti aren't going through. Kepa and Chelsea are, so I'm fine there. Just got to hope that City and Chelsea aren't playing on the same date. Because then I can have one on the bench, one starting, and then rotate them round if need be. But yeah, overall, I'm quite content with my team.
Do I go through the whole thing?
I will do. So, I'm going to start this week with Andre Silva up front by himself. Benching Mbappe and Haaland, big call. They'll get subbed in, no worries there. 5 in midfield, Musiala, Bellingham, Matteo Guendouzi with that captain's armband. I regret it as I say it, but we'll be alright. Zielinski and Mason Mount. They've got a back 4 of Cucurella, Di Lorenzo, Grimaldo and João Cancelo. And then Kepa is going to be in between the sticks. That leaves Ederson, Mbappe, Silla and Haaland on the bench. I'll probably just bring in Mbappe and Haaland for Guendouzi and Musiala or Zielinski, depending on results. But
I have a front 2 of Rafa and Giroud, and which means again I'm also
Giroud did well last week. That's some good.
Also benching Haaland, but he should get subbed in if someone else doesn't perform. Then Bellingham against Copenhagen, Vinicius Junior against Celtic should be big points. Now I'm taking a big risk on Zielinski and captained Kvaratskhelia.
I think we love to say bowler.
Yeah, him.
Very different name.
Him is a man. That's a big risk. And then a back 4, Di Lorenzo again is another big risk. Theo Hernandez against Salzburg. Reinildo against Porto is probably not going to be many points, but he'll get subbed out. Then Grimaldo and then Onana's in the sticks, leaves a bench of Kepa, Haaland, Mudryk and Rudiger, who I will probably all sub in, unless my whole starting 11 turns into madness.
You can have a lot to shift here, because you got to get rid of Reinildo. You got to get rid
Mudryk.
Potentially of both your AC boys.
Are Leipzig going through?
Leipzig are. Shakhtar.
So Mudryk's got to go.
Yep, Shakhtar will be gone. You've got some players to shift.
Yeah, I'll be fine. You get so many subs into going into the
Yeah,
knockout.
you do. I think is it 8, 10 or is it unlimited? I can't
It
remember.
gets higher as you go up.
Yeah.
I genuinely don't remember what happened last year.
No, I'm trying to think back to the Euros as well. But no, you can't see past match day 6 at the moment. Which kind of makes sense. There's no things.
Rules and regulations, but you carry on doing all that.
Well, yeah, that's about it. So
Okay.
we'll probably round off there. Last thing, make sure to join
league.
us. Make sure to join us. Oh yeah, we'll get into that. But make sure to join us live. We'll be covering the Marseille-Tottenham game, or at least I will be, for a good hour. Then you'll be rocking up.
Do not worry. If your team is in the mud, you can make as many transfers as you want between the group stage and round of 16. So if you had a rough
So
group,
my future planning was pointless.
Yes.
Excellent.
If you've had a rough group stage, then you do not need to worry, and you can just, once Matchweek 6 is over, don't worry, reset your whole team and start again through the knockouts.
Yeah. I'm also confused by why match day 6 says that everything kicks off an hour earlier. I'm going to guess that is
They haven't reset
an
the
error
clock.
on the app.
I'm guessing due to obviously the clocks being set back in England.
Yeah, that would probably be. Yeah, I was going to say that
here we
they're not
go.
7 o'clock Champions League kickoffs, are they?
Before the round of 16 you get unlimited, then before round of 16 second leg you get 3, before the quarterfinals you get 5, before the quarterfinals second leg you get 3, before the semi-finals you get 5, before the semi-final second leg you get 3, and then before the final you get 5.
Thank you very much.
If you don't use your free transfers, you can only carry 1. So say, before the quarterfinals you only used 2 of your transfers out of your 5, only 1 of them gets carried over. So make sure to use your free transfers.
Right. Yeah. Unless you don't need to, unless you've got a really good team.
And also you can still use
the
your
transfer.
limitlesses and your wild cards.
Yeah, though I think using him, well...
After the group stage is a bit pointless.
Yeah.
That's why I think you should just full set everyone.
Or for the final.
Yeah.
I've used some wild card, I've still got my limitless, so I'll probably just...
for the final.
For one match, they pick the team of your dreams, I need to transfer unlimited budget. Probably just do the final then.
Yeah.
With my limitless now, or semis or something like
I
that.
didn't realise it was unlimited budget. I never knew that. We are
Exciting
learning things about
times. I
UCL
was gonna
Fantasy
say.
as you guys do as well.
But yeah, I think that is all for today. As I say,
Yes.
join us for the stream. That'll be tomorrow if you're watching at the time this goes out. We'll be
Yeah,
covering
Tottenham.
Tottenham Marseille. So yeah, join us from
Lots to be
7:30.
decided in that group. Hopefully we see some more chaos like we did on last Wednesday night.
Yes, hopefully so. And then yeah, make sure to subscribe if you're new as well. We're still going for 1k this year. Don't like to beg for subscribers, but we are
Please.
31 away at the time of recording from 1,000 subscribers.
Hopefully by the
Absolutely
time
mental.
we're by the time we're
posting this, we could be on a few more, hopefully. But yes, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and tell all your friends and family, nans, the Pope, your local priest, whoever there is near you, tell them to subscribe. But that is all for today. Thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.